Roaming Cyclist here. Just got done with a brick workout downstairs. Thought I'd do a quick video catch up because I haven't posted in a while, and just kind of go over what I've been doing, what I'm training for, and what I just did. Real quick, new sponsor this year is Hammer Nutrition. They offer a lot of great products that I can use as a vegan. They taste delicious, and they help me recover and keep me primed for the next workout. I just completed a sprint duathlon training session, not really at a race pace, but just more as a measure of, and to get my body used to doing those combined workouts or events. So we just did the sprint duathlon, a little bit modified, and sprint duathlon usually about 1.6K, 20K bike, and then a 5K run. So I kind of flipped it just to modify it, and I did a 3-mile run, 15-mile ride, and then a 1.5 mile run to finish it at a little bit faster pace off the bike. I warmed up on the bike for 4 miles. I was having problems with the trainer, weird anomalies, resistance didn't feel right, etc. But once I get into it, and I'm kind of seeing it in WKO5 as I've roughly analyzed it. I haven't dug down into the metrics of it yet, but you could definitely tell that I was having some kind of resistance anomaly. So we started off with the 4-mile bike ride. I did that in 15 minutes just to kind of spin the legs. Came off the bike to the treadmill, which is right behind the bike down in the basement. Future videos will show my gym setup as I'm really building it and putting it together to get my body ready for these events. So we did the 3-mile ride. It was a run rather. It was sort of a progressive tempo run. I was staying around 6.5 to 6:42 minute mile, and then I gradually increase as I normally do during runs. Towards the end, when you want to feel that, know that you have that speed left in your legs to finish the race. So I finished around 6 minutes, or my zone 5. Kept it around zone 3, I guess, during the run, the tempo part of it. I did that in 21:45. Not fast, but I wasn't doing a race. I was just kind of, putting it together and setting a rough benchmark. That's not even close to being a race pace. And then I came off the bike treadmill and went into a 15-mile ride, and I wanted to shoot for around 45 minutes for that. Nothing crazy. I wanted to keep it zone 2. I've done some good training on the bike legs this week, so today's typically an endurance day on the bike, but I wanted to switch it up and do this workout. So I did the 15 miles in 47 minutes and 9 seconds, if you want to be exact. And I kept it around 3 watts, 3-watt average. And then I kind of ramped it up a little bit to 4.5 watts per kilogram, just to as towards the end of the ride. Came off the bike, went into a 1.5 mile run. Started that one at 6.5 minutes, and then I progressed to 5 and I guess 5:53 minute mile. Whereas my normal 5K and below, or normal rate, that's probably my normal half marathon pace last year. And then that's, I'm trying to get that down a little more to around 5.5 minutes. So I progressed the 1.5 miles to from 6.5 to 5:53, and did that one in about, 10.5 minutes. Not really in a race condition. I'm on a treadmill. I don't prefer that when I run. I have very long legs. And I feel, it's good for like hills and, speed work if you need to do it. But not good for my cadence. But I do work on cadence. Essentially, you set the treadmill on an incline or progressively incline it, and then, progressively increase your speed, and, keeping that same cadence. You can count the left foot, 30 hits or whatever, and then double it, or, just to make sure that you're maintaining a good cadence. So overall, for the sprint duathlon training break or session, we were around 1 hour, 19 minutes, 26 seconds. That's not going to get the job done in a sprint duathlon. I didn't count my transition times in T1 and T2. But as far as the body goes, we're in an aerobic period here in the winter. So I don't have a lot of speed work on my legs for running. My average easy run pace outside is 6.5 minutes. That's why it kind of sticks around on the treadmill like that. Now, if I wanted to, I can speed it up. I don't like to do that on the treadmill. And we're also still waiting on the Project One speed concept that I built. I believe they have it. They have not told me they have it. I'm assuming I'll get a text at some point today. It's a pretty intricate bike to put together. I added the DI2, upgraded the rims or wheel set, put my Continental GP5000 tubeless tires on it, and 165 millimeter cranks, which should be good based on my bike fit coming off the bike. It should allow for my legs to stay fresh, and then come off the bike running. And I felt good coming off the bike. I normally do. My body's built for endurance and endurance activities. I can chug along all day if I needed to. Criteriums, I do like to do them. There's this tactics, the tactics that go into it, and all those things. But those short races aren't really in, while I do well at them, they're just not really in my comfort zone. My comfort zone is we're gonna race for 60 miles, and I'm gonna wear you down, or we're gonna climb 10,000 feet, which I'm also fine with. So started out I don't know what she did with it, but I've kind of put together a rough schedule for this year on what I think is going to happen. The first couple races are going to start in April. There's one race. I have it up on my Instagram at the Roaming Cyclist. I have a little survey on which Hammer sponsored event I'm going to do, whether it's going to be the Dirty Kitten Gravel Grinder or the Quantico Epic. The Gravel Grinder presents a small issue that I know that my good friends at Trek will resolve here in Stafford. Is I got rid of my gravel bike last year. As everything started really clamping down, I had like 6 bikes. It was a real problem, I guess for some. So I do have a racing mountain bike. I have a Fuel, and it's really fast. That'll get the job done in Quantico. I ride out there quite a lot when I'm doing aerobic training. There's a lot of gnarly hills out there, but it's fast when it's not muddy. I've never done the gravel grinder up there in Frederick, Maryland. I'd be interested in doing that. And then, as the year goes on, as I move into what my A race is going to be in September, which is the USA Triathlon Tough Man Long Duathlon National Championship, where I hope to qualify for the World Long Duathlon. And I hope you, I'll post here on as my journey goes, and I'll post on my Instagram, you know, the different workouts that I'm doing and how I recover and the different supplements I'm going to be taking. And I'll have that down below in the comments. It brings me to, you know, what's your race schedule look like? You can comment down below on what you're kind of thinking, how you're kind of preparing. Is there anything I can do to help you prepare for it? Because I'm also balancing my coaching business, but I'm really going and focusing on this goal of, you know, putting it all together and going to the World Long Duathlon. I had a long phone call yesterday on the kits that I'm going to design or are in progress, which will consist of obviously my skin suit for the road and time trials. I'm kind of changing the colors around. I changed the logo. I also posted that in my stories today and Instagram. And then I'm going to carry 2 tri-suits, and then one's going to be just for my general every race, and then one's going to be for the UTI races where you have to wear specific stuff and, you know, follow the rules. So we'll be doing some mini tries and not tries, but, you know, duathlon's typically a part of a triathlon around the area here in Stafford and Manassas in May, June, and July. I will probably be up in Luray training for June and maybe July. I don't know. I'm going to go up there for a couple weeks because I like to, right outside the campground there is a big hill. I just climb that. Hill repeats. They got the green belt, Hawksbill green. I forget the exact name of it, but they have a great track there that is good for doing speed work. And although last time I was there, Black Bear had decided it wanted to run with me, which I don't prefer to run with black bears. I'm pretty sure it can chase me down, although I can get pretty fast when I'm running for my life in terror. So that's my quick catch up with you. As always, head on over to my website, www.trccoaching.com for coaching. I have added so many more plans to get you to your goals. Send me a direct message or an email or a text. All my contact information is there. It's connected to my Instagram, so you'll see the pictures go across. So if you want to follow the website to see what we're doing as we pick up athletes, and as my journey goes on, I want to thank Hammer Nutrition for giving me the opportunity this year to be a sponsored athlete. I'll do a video on all the products once I got more coming tomorrow. So we'll do one video on all the things that I take to supplement my training and fuel my endurance endeavors. And then Colgo Bearings, I am in partnership as an ambassador on that. They do great bearings. In fact, we ordered them for the Speed Concept, the Midas Gold pulleys, and the BB90 bottom bracket. And then I will put the bearings and bottom brackets on the Amanda in the basement and on the fuel, and if we get a gravel bike. Make sure if you want to follow the journey as we roam around and train in the RV, which we hope to get back anytime now, being completely redone, that you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel here, wherever the bell is. Comment down below on any content you want to see or training videos you want me to do. And, I hope to see you out there as we get back, hopefully, to normal towards the fall, as we get back to normal racing and group rides. So that's it for me from Stafford. This is the Roaming Cyclist, and I'm out.